Republican Representative Abe Hamadeh claims that he was surveilled under a controversial US government air travel monitoring scheme known as Quiet Skies. He says he is among 3 members of Congress who were targeted while serving in office or running for office, and he was informed that he was monitored in December 2022. Senator Rand Paul recently held a hearing to examine alleged abuses of that surveillance program during the previous administration. The Department of Homeland Security, DHS, ultimately terminated the program in June, citing concerns about politicization and overreach. Hamadeh, representing Arizona, said that the surveillance did not come as a surprise given the broader climate at the time. He argued that during that period, financial institutions were shuttering accounts tied to conservative interests, and social media platforms were accused of censoring voices critical of the administration. He sees the monitoring as part of a pattern of federal influence over private actors and institutions. He also noted an intriguing coincidence in timing. While he was challenging the results of his 2022 Attorney General campaign, an outcome decided by just 280 votes, he was flagged for monitoring. Given how polarized the political environment had become, he suspects his challenge drew attention. He emphasized that both parties sometimes contest election results, so the fact that he was singled out raises questions about selective enforcement. Hamadeh further pointed out that his background as a former US Army Reserve intelligence officer with top-secret clearance and his international travel make it especially odd that he was singled out for surveillance. Quiet Skies was originally created in 2010 to flag passengers for enhanced screening during domestic and outbound flights. The DHS concluded that ultimately it had not prevented any known terrorist attacks. The program reportedly cost around $200 million annually and relied on keeping both a watch list and a category of exempt individuals. DHS officials admitted that it had become overly politicized, applied selectively to favor or harm certain people. Critics argue that the program was weaponized to act as a political tool, used against opponents of the administration or benefiting allies. In the wake of its closure, some lawmakers and advocates are pushing for a full investigation into how surveillance authorities might have been misused. Senator Paul, in support of greater oversight, said that it is not enough simply to end Quiet Skies under that label. He warned that similar programs might re-emerge under new names and called for the removal of officials who directed or approved the monitoring of individuals for exercising protected speech. He also urged a binding commitment to transparency in surveillance policy so that government powers are more accountable in the future. Hamadeh and Paul's revelations raise serious questions about the balance between national security, surveillance powers and civil liberties, and whether political agendas influenced who got monitored.